Oh, you are not visible to me.
Again.
Yes. I don't understand why it happens in my turn only.
Okay, no
That
worries. I'm with you. Don't worry about that.
okay, yeah. We are good to go. I can see you.
Hmm.
Okay. So hello sir, how are you doing?
I am good. How about you?
I'm also doing great. So how has your day been so far?
Hmm. I would say this is just the beginning of the day, and I'm looking forward to doing so many things. As tomorrow is Holi, I'm planning to have few things for tomorrow. I'm going to meet my friends. I'm going to have some of my relatives at my home, and there are so many other things that I'm planning to do.
Okay. So what is the something today which inspired you? I mean, as you started your day today. So what is the
Mhm.
something inspired you?
I think every day is so inspiring. Every day I'm motivated. For today, I would say that today I'm going to make a video. For that, I'm very much inspired. I'm going to make a video based on grammar. So I'm being excited for that. So I'm going to, yes, make that video.
Okay. So could you tell me a little bit about Holi? As you said that you are very excited for tomorrow
Mhm.
Holi, right? You're gonna meet your
Mhm.
friends and hang around with them. So what are the activities you're gonna do with them? If you
Mhm.
can mention this on this.
Yes, sure. I think every festival comes with a lot of happiness. Festival is all about togetherness. When we don't have any work, usually people have off at any festival. So tomorrow is my off, and I think it is going to be off for so many people. And tomorrow I'm going to meet my friends, which I generally do not meet. And I think festival is a time when we can meet our friends with a lot of gusto. I would meet them, and tomorrow I'm going to try different delicacies. My mother is going to make some delicacies, including gujia would be there, some dishes would be
I know.
there. Okay, yes, you know that. And the best part is that I would have it my home, and I'm also going to have it from my friend's home. If I go to my relatives home, I would also get to eat all these things from these houses. So that's why I'm super excited for Holi. And I think Holi is a festival where we forget all our past problems. Whatever we did, whatever anyone did to us, we usually forget that. And we always go for reconciliation. We become friends again. And it is said that enemies become friends at the time of Holi. I think tomorrow it's going to happen. And for me, I think Holi is one of the cheapest festivals. In order to play Holi, you don't need to spend money like water, and you don't need to have a lot of money. If you have 10 rupees, it's going to work. Even if you do not have a single penny, again, it's going to work. What you need is you just need to have a packet of gulal. If you don't have it, you can take it from the other person, and you can just color that person. And what I like about Holi is you get a chance to embrace people. You happily embrace people. If you meet people those who are elder than you touch their feet. So I think this is the beauty of Holi. And this festival is not for only Hindus, it is for everyone. Whosoever you meet, you like to embrace that person, and that's how I think we celebrate it.
Mhm. Okay, so do you receive any gift from any of your relatives
At Holi,
in
I
this
think
festival?
at Holi it is not the tradition that at Holi we do not get any kind of gifts. But talking about Diwali, it usually happens. Sometimes we exchange things. We give them a box of sweet, and we get the same.
Okay,
But
so
at
whenever
Holi, Mhm.
okay, whenever you visit someone home in Holi, okay, so I mean, do
Hmm.
you have some at their home?
What I do, I make sure that I take color with me, and I go there with a very clear intention that I am going to spread happiness when I am with them. If I'm happy, I'm going to spread that happiness with others. This is what I do. And I usually go to my relatives, and we do not meet very often, but festival is a time when we get a chance to meet to spend some quality time. We discuss a few things. If there are some activities, we also go for that. But talking about
Okay.
gifts, so I don't take any gifts or I don't give any gifts.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, as you know that Holi is very beautiful festival. Really wait for this like festival. So I
Hmm.
have seen people before Holi just approach, they start drinking.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So do you also drink alcohol, especially in
No,
Holi?
no, I am a teetotaler, a person who never ever drinks.
Oh, so you
Hmm.
also don't smoke?
No, I have never ever smoked.
What about your friend? So where you gonna meet? Like are they
Like,
like
yes, I
smoker?
would say
Like,
that a person is known by the company he keeps. I usually have friends like that. They are also have the same habits. They are not into drinking. They are not into smoking. I also have some other friends, but I'm not in touch. When I was in a college, that point of time, I used to have all types of friends, but now I have very few friends.
okay. So
Yeah.
those like I mean like few friends are
Hmm.
your honest friend, right?
Hmm.
I mean to say like they do not I mean deviate you from your path, right? They just always help you to grow in your life and motivate you. Is that
Hmm. Yes.
okay? Okay, okay. That's great. So yes. So I wanna ask you about English that
Hmm.
how to get fluency. I mean,
Hmm.
if somebody for fluency, how to get
Hmm.
fluency.
I think fluency is all about accuracy. Fluency is all about the confidence you have. If you are confident, I personally feel that you can speak English fluently, and this is what everyone wants. If you have doubts about anything, I think you are not going to speak fluently. And when you and practice is very important. If you really want to be fluent, you have to practice on a daily basis, and you have to spend more and more time with this language. If you feel you are taking classes and you spend only 1 hour, keeping this in mind, you can never ever be fluent. Deep down, you have to devote a considerable amount of time to this language. You have to be crazy every time. You have to think about English. Even when I talk about myself, even sometimes I dream in English intimidates me all the time, and I never ever feel that I have improved a lot. What I do is on a daily basis, I work on my communication skills. Sometimes I'm confident, sometimes I'm not confident. In order to have that confidence, I have to work very hard. I practice a lot. I interact with people. These days, I do not have time to give to myself. These days, I'm not able to practice enough because I'm very much occupied with online and offline classes. So, in order to be fluent, you have to practice a lot and work on your feedback. That's all.
Okay, so can you tell me categorically that what are the way
Hmm.
we should, like acquire so that we can go into fluency? I mean, there would be
Hmm.
some hack you can use and you can go towards that level and probably you start speaking very fluent.
Hmm.
There's
Hmm. For that, I would say Rome was not built in a day. If you want to achieve something big, it is certainly going to take a lot of time. If you really want to be fluent in English, as I said initially, you have to have patience and you have to be very honest with your whatever you do. If you are practicing on a daily basis, you have to be very honest. You have to be very disciplined. You have to do it on a daily basis, no matter what. So this is the first thing. In order to be fluent, as you also mentioned, that that listening is very important. If you listen to good people, you are automatically going to imitate something from these people, and your brain is going to acquire so many things. You would not be aware, but when you go for speaking, naturally something will come out of you, and you will be astounded. Okay, how come that I spoke that thing? I never ever thought I would be able to speak it. So it happens. First, you have to listen to people very carefully. Second, if you are interested in reading, you should read something. The more you read, the more content you are going to have. And everything, I feel that is going to be very easy for you. Whenever you are the part of any discussions or any debate, that point of time, people always run short of words. It is because we do not practice enough. We do not go for reading. When you go for reading, you already have a lot of content. Give me any topic, I'll discuss, I'll describe anything. So it happens. Deep down, you people have to form these wounds. If you don't have these wounds, I'm afraid it won't work.
Okay, okay. So you must have tried many technique, right? Like picture and describing pictures and describing some random thing, just like
Mhm.
going through that and start just speaking about anything, right?
Hmm.
So it really like effect when you start describing anything. I mean, it just have a basic speaking when you just communicate.
Hmm. I would say yes. I would say the time has evolved through and through. When I was learning, I used to have inimitable methods. I have unique methods to practice. That these methods were to be with English all the time. After taking English batches, after taking English classes, I spent most of my time with my friends so that I could get the ambience of English. And I also knew that whenever I was home, I did not get anyone who I could talk to. So I made sure that I spent most of my time with my friends who were the part of spoken English. If I did not do it, I made sure I found people. I used to go to places where I could get some foreigners. I used to talk to foreigners. I used to talk to myself. I always pretended that I was talking to someone. I always plugged my earphones and I started talking to myself. Still, I do it. Now I really do not have time to go out to talk to people. What I do is I talk to myself whenever I have leisure time. In my leisure time, I just give it a try. I talk to myself. I sometimes give a couple of topics and I explicitly discuss or describe those topics.
Mhm. Okay, okay. So as I know, because I have watched your couple of videos on YouTube and I also follow you there. I have
Thank you.
subscribed. So,
Hmm.
I mean, you're a teacher, not on YouTube, but you also teach offline. What I know
Right.
about you,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
could you tell me that as a teacher, what kind of difficulties you face every single day? And
Hmm.
after this question, you have to also answer one more question. That
Hmm.
is that if somebody want to teach as an
Hmm.
English teacher,
Hmm.
like that person just thinking to start, thinking to go in teaching field. What
Hmm.
are the things that person should know before going to teaching field? So
Hmm.
please, question answer you have to tell me one by one.
All right, sure. So the first question that I would love to answer is that every day I come up with new challenges. Every day I face a lot of problems because I have people from different parts of states or different walks of life. So whenever you have people from different walks of life, their way of learning is entirely different. Some people want me to teach them grammar. Some people want me to only create the environment of English, and they just want to go for speaking. And I also have a few students who I teach from very basics. I teach them from Hindi to English. I teach them from translation. So for me, every day it comes as a challenge. Every day I learn a lot, and every day I make up my mind. Okay, next time if I meet this person or if I conduct any classes for this particular person, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have all these things. I would give these many words. I would teach, or my methods are going to be inimitable, as I said. So this is the first thing. And in order to be a teacher, first thing is that you need to have a lot of patience. If you don't have patience, I don't feel that you can become a great teacher. And you need to have a sense of proportion. You also need to know what is right, what is wrong for your student. Try to understand their level, that if they are not improving, why they are not improving. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Imagine, okay, you are a student and they are like, if you are a student, if you want to learn the same thing, would you be able to learn it? This is the thing. And before you teach anything, make sure you have a good deal of knowledge of that particular subject. Before teaching, you have to learn a lot. I think this is the beauty of teaching. I always learn a lot. I'm always on the learning mode. And I also make sure I allow my students to speak more and more. I do not speak much because I know what my level is. Here, I want my students to speak much. So these are things you need to have in mind.
Okay. Yeah. So one more question,
Mhm.
which you forgot to answer.
One more, I think you how to be a teacher.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, how to start properly, and I mean, what are the things you have to look for? Like, I guess you
Mm,
said that.
okay. So if I have missed anything, I'm going to rephrase my sentences.